What's going on, guys? Welcome to another painting video. This is just a painting time lapse I'm doing of me painting a figure from, well, I was going to say from life, but from a photo. Yeah, so I start off with a sort of stiff brush. It's like a round brush, but it doesn't really matter. And I like to have the photo printed out. I find that's easier than working from your phone, and it's a bit less distracting. And yeah, I basically divide the photo up, like just I sort of put the paintbrush along it to sort of measure, and I find like the halfway, and I divide it into like quarters or whatever, and find some landmarks, and then just start sketching it in large shapes. Yeah, I don't really have a particular style. I like to use bright colours a lot. I don't like to go too... Oh, this is my favourite brush, actually. It's just a big flat brush. But yeah, I like to... Currently, I'm actually keeping in a mix of using realistic colours and sort of like painterly application, and just being a bit loose with the painting. I'm using acrylic, if you can't really tell by the title of the video. Yeah, I've been oil painting, but I don't have the patience sometimes, and I do prefer acrylic because I've always used it. I just like painting quickly, so I get excited, as you can probably tell. One thing I would say is, well, you probably know if you do paint, a lot of the time when you start, like right now, the painting looks weird. It doesn't look right. You don't get it right at first. But, well, sometimes you do get it right and you're like, wow, I'm amazing. But a lot of the time, it doesn't go right and it looks strange, but you just got to keep painting. What I usually do is just stand back and like compare my photo to the painting. That's why I find it easier to print it out, because you can hold it up and look at it, and you usually find you can see a few differences in the painting. But yeah, I haven't really spoke about myself actually on this channel that much, but for those who wanted to know, I actually went to university and studied fine art. I wouldn't say it was a complete waste of money. I did enjoy it. It did open my eyes up to things, but I wouldn't say it was the best university to go to. I would say if you're going to go to uni for art, I'd go to London or somewhere that's an actual art school, and not because I went to like just a general university that did loads of courses, like just did everything. But you want to go to one that's a proper specialised art school. But yeah, no, it was good to get out, have my own studio space and that. But money wise, I don't think it's worth the money. I think you can rent a studio and pay for art lessons or courses for a lot cheaper than 60 grand, but hey-oh, here I am now. But yeah, I've always liked painting, really. Actually, no, that's a lie. I used to hate painting up until, it's only because I'd never tried it, up until about year 10 in school. And then my art teacher actually encouraged me to paint. And I was like, oh, really? Like, because I used to just draw. I literally used to just draw, just realism, like just copy pictures. And yeah, one day I started painting with acrylics, and I never looked back. But my style sort of varied. I used to, as I said, just paint realism. Well, when I started painting, I painted realism as opposed to drawing. And I liked it for a bit, and then I realised I started getting bored. Like, I used to just paint like still life, and you know, in art, if you did art at school, they just make you like paint shit seashells or something boring, or like a fucking, I don't know, like a bottle of ketchup or something, like just something really boring. And I was good, and then I liked it, but then I just got bored, like just painting realistic stuff. So that's when I started going a bit abstracty, started going ham, dripping paint, using spray paint, and it's fine, it's more fun. But at one point I went too far in that direction, and then I thought it just looked stupid. It still looked like art, it still looked like all too modern. And then I sort of dialed it back a bit, and that's sort of where I am now, like in between. But yeah. I'm currently just painting my room, like, until I make it as an artist and hopefully do it full time, and then hopefully I'll have a studio. But yeah, my room's a bit of a mess at the moment. I think this is me. I was meant to actually talk about this bit. This is just the bits I'm correcting in the painting, because this is the second layer, so before I do it, I'm sort of going over the bits I'm going to correct. So yeah, you could probably see hands a bit messed up, the left leg, I found the head was a bit too square. Just a few little corrections that I thought were necessary. I've been painting on raw canvas recently, because I find it, because I've got so many paintings, finding it hard to store them. So, and I find it quite convenient to paint on this, because you can just roll it up. And obviously when you sell a painting, you can just post it in a tube, which is actually cheaper for shipping. But yeah. I started life drawing, like painting figures and stuff, I think it was the end of, when I did art in school, in sixth form, at the end of sixth form, they like did a life drawing session, and I'd never done it. And it was like a nude model come in, and I was all a bit like, what the hell, this is weird. But yeah, no, it was actually quite good, like learning to paint from life. And then when I was at uni, I started going to life drawing sessions, and yeah, I used to be quite good at it, to be fair. Not blowing my own trumpet, but the guy used to go around telling people how to correct it. He used to correct everybody's painting, and he got to mine, and he'd just look at it for ages and be like, and then not really say anything. He'd say the occasional thing like, oh, her hand is a bit big, but other than that, he was like, you could tell he was a bit annoyed. Not annoyed, but he wanted to say something, but he didn't, because it was fucking sick. I'm joking. I'm not sure if I should be swearing on this, but oh well. But yeah, I'm gonna be making more painting videos, because I'm actually getting a new phone. The new phone I'm gonna get the new Samsung, and it has 500 gigabyte of storage, so I should be able to make loads of videos on it, as I can't be bothered to buy a camera. It's a bit long. Who uses cameras nowadays? Yeah, that was one of my new little techniques I like to use. I get a card, like a credit card or something, dip it in paint, do a few little lines, you know what I mean? And this is like the end of the painting, where I just sort of like destroy it a bit, or just make it look a bit funky. Here goes the palette knife. But yeah, I think that is most of the painting done. Right, there it is. I don't think that's too bad, you know. I could have spent a bit more time doing it, refining the details, but for the sake of the video, it'll be about 12 hours long. I probably will still do that, but I just noticed they'd done that, so oh well. Yeah, thanks for watching the video, if you even watched it. And let me know if you like these time-lapse videos and I'll do some more. But yeah, thank you.